Wand, your intro.
No.
That way.
Okay.
Like,
3, 2, 1, go!
okay.
Hello, Lakeview, and welcome to another installment of Viking.O, filmed in the Lion's Den. Hope you all enjoyed your short week last week because of all the awesome snow days.
Now let's go to Derek for the Time for Change billboard.
Okay, I'm here with sophomore Molly Roush about the T4C competition. So what is the T4C competition?
It is like we're designing billboards to help find ways to get teens and the people to change and stop bullying and things like that.
So what was your idea for a billboard?
Well, I found this picture of a guy and he's pulling a clock, so he's changing the time. And then I found a sentence that I thought was pretty cool.
And how do you think it'll do?
I'm hoping pretty good. I don't know. There was some really good. We got to see all the pictures and all other people's designs. Everybody did really good. So I'm hoping pretty good.
Alright, well thanks.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, Derek. Now let's head over to Dolan for some Valentine's Day art.
Dylan Lado here with art teacher Mrs. Noonan. How's art this semester?
It's good. I got a bunch of really great, friendly, nice kids. It's going well, and I've got a full class, a bunch of full classes, so it's great.
And what are some of the projects you're doing?
Well, the one that's happening right now is painting class, and the kids are working really hard on that, and it's an advanced class, so it takes a long time, and we're on our 5th week of it, I think, and so some of the kids are done. One kid's done, and 2 are almost done, and yeah, when you get into those advanced classes, you work really long on just a couple projects a quarter, so everything's great. Everything's really good.
Sounds good. And
Yeah.
I saw the Artist of the Month thing out there.
Yes.
Michaela Penny.
Yes.
What did she have to do to get that?
Well, that's a thing I just started this year where I just wanted a little bit more exposure for the art classes, and I just pick a kid who I thought did a really good job, who worked hard, put in a little extra time in their artwork, and just and then they have a little blurb in the newsletter, and they get to quote. I'm going to just have a quote in there, and it's just fun for them, and it's good for the whole department, art department.
And it sounds like a lot of fun.
It is.
Well, being the nice teacher you are, Mrs. Noonan and I are teaming up with DoSomething.org, and basically what it is we're doing Valentine's cards for an old person home. So if you'd like to help out, just go ahead and make out Valentine cards. No specific name or specific anything. Just make them pretty creative, and you can turn them into either Mrs. Noonan or I, and we can send them off and make an old person happy.
Yeah, and if they want to borrow some supplies from me, they sure could.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay.
Well, thank you, Mrs.
You're
Noonan.
very welcome.
This week's Spanish word of the week is mano.
Mano?
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 Mano? Mano? Mano.
Mano!
Finally, let's go to Christian with Power Drive.
All right, I'm here with Mr. Hashke, the Power Drive instructor. So, Mr. Hashke, what is Power Drive?
Power Drive, it's part of our Principles of Technology class, and part of that class is they build an electric car, and we take it on a couple races this spring.
Okay, so what do you guys do over the semester?
Over the semester, like I said, it's part of the Principles of Tech class, so it's actually been kind of the second half of the class. We started off with robotics, now we're moving into just the electrical car, building the frame and the body. A lot of that was done last year, and we're going to be finishing up the car by adding the motor, putting the frame for the holder for all the batteries, and putting the wheels on, those kind of things. We're hoping to finish up the one.
Okay,
So,
and so what are your goals for this class?
honestly, it's a lot of fun. Last year was kind of stressful and was a little bit too intense for some of the guys, so I think some of them wanted to tone it back a little bit and have a little bit more fun with it this year. I think at the end of last year we were getting to the point where we were having a lot of fun, and I would like to keep it that way this year too. It would be great to be competitive as well, but we want to make sure we have a lot of fun doing it too.
All right, well, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Now it's time for everyone's favorite segment of the day.
Fan mail.
Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to wail.
Can Lakeview skip Valentine's Day this year? Because I currently don't have a boyfriend, unless you can find me one. Well,
How's it going?
here's one. Does Viking.O have a plot to rule the school? No!
And don't forget to send your fan mail to the manila folder outside Mrs. Gustafson's office. Please!
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Here with junior basketball player Trent Roth.
That's me.
So when was the last time you guys competed?
It would have been Tuesday at Seward High School when we played the Seward Blue Jays.
And how'd that go?
We competed really hard. They're #2 team in Class B. They're a really tough team, but we came out and we played good defense, and we just found ourselves in a big hole and started the first half, so we couldn't get out of it.
Is there any way you guys think you could compete better?
Yeah, just keep working hard and practice every day and improving our skills, and just get after it, I guess.
And how do you guys think you will achieve that?
By playing with each other and playing for one another, and just being there for one another on the team. It really helps.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching another episode of Viking.O.
Stay tuned for next week.
Bye!
That's all, folks.
I'm afraid.